G'day everyone, I'm back again. This time I am going to go do the Explorer mission out at Yala, the two busted Starfarers, and we'll have a quick look around. Just going to go out there in my trusty little Avenger. Now I specifically bought the Titan mainly because I thought, I've got a few other larger transports that, I'll definitely want to do cargo runs and stuff when the Persistent Universe comes out. I figure that's kind of something that I'd really like to do. However, I was looking at the Avenger, and I think you could probably put about 16 SCUs in here of cargo, and I'm thinking, it's supposed to be a bounty hunter ship and an interceptor and stuff like that, but I think it'll excel at being like a light freighter. She'll be fast. She'll be, you'll be able to hit all the smaller jump holes, wormholes and stuff like that. And if you actually get into a fight, you might actually be able to defend yourself properly. I'm pretty sure the speeds will come down when you've got some cargo in there, but just I think at the end of the day, the Avenger really hits I'll get my words out, the sweet spot for price and capability. Like, she can fight, she can fly, she can explore. She's got a bed, she's got some cargo. I think a lot of players realize how versatile this ship will actually be. And you'll be able to outfit it for pretty much anything that you want to do. Okay, so here we go. So we're at the moon of Yella, and it's crazy ass asteroid field. Over there is the busted Starfarers. Now there's two. I think essentially the data pads here basically tell a story, and correct me if I'm wrong, about a crew, a family-owned Starfarer that had to take some missions through here because they were running fairly destitute with their finances, and I think they made a pact with some pirates or something like that, and I think at the end of the day they just fell afoul of some other pirates or whatever it is. Oh, slow down, gee whiz, heavens above. How would I just run straight into a static thing that's there? Oh wow, that's just really bad. Alright, so something I've noticed is you want to get in a pre, you just press N and deploy your landing gear so you can get a little bit slower, because seriously, you want your precision modes when you're coming around. I really wish you could not have to do it, but you got to put your landing gear down to get into precision. But other than that, it's nice the game has a few quirks. Anyway, let's get into here. Alright, so here's no, come on, get out of the way. There we go. Jeez. This is really bad. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. I didn't get damaged, did I? Must have. No. Alright, cool. Alright, so we'll go through we'll just go through the cargo bay first, and hopefully no one will shoot my face off, because I don't like getting my face shot off. Just remember, for the new players out there, it's fairly obvious for those of us who have been around for a while, but this isn't when you step out of Olisar. The Crusader Station is like open PvP, and a lot of the time you're going to get by on the good graces of other players who really aren't interested in fighting other players and things like that. So anytime you go to a mission, anyone can shoot you at any time. I think it's called open RVR, realm versus realm, open PvP, but don't let that put you off. A lot of the players are like yourself. They just come out to explore and have a bit of fun, and the death mechanics aren't really that punishing at the moment. So if someone shoots you, whatever it is, whatever, you have to spend maybe 5 minutes to wait for your ship to respawn, and so no big deal. don't get put off by exploring or trying things. The community is really good. What was that? Can I actually close the open exterior? Yeah, let's do that. Something's whirling. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying now because the torch, or the flashlight, as the Yanks like to say, really isn't working that properly, but you'll get a feel for it. EVA is a lot of fun. It's a little bit sticky, but you'll get used to it. So for the noobs out there, just get out there and have a bit of fun. Make some friends. People are pretty good. Those who want to pirate and PvP, they don't really grief you, but like I said, there's really nothing to lose at this point in time. Anyway, so this is the internal cargo area of Starfearer. Now, all Starfarers in the game at this point have the exact same loadout, so if you have a friend or you are lucky enough to get on someone's Starfarer, it'll have the same layout. So anyway, there are a couple of data pads in here for you to explore. There's a little manhole to jump out at. But yeah, so I think they're just showing off the damage states and stuff like that. Maybe in a future patch they'll put in a busted up Javelin or Idris for us to walk around in. That'll be pretty cool. Anyway, alright, so let's get to the bridge. So if you were to own or find a Starfarer that's intact, there's a ramp. You'd come up through the cargo area, and it's actually, as someone who's doing, as I alluded earlier, like I love to do cargo, it's really cool to actually see cargo in the game, even if it's just a mock-up, so it kind of gives me the tingles to check it out. Anyway, so you go through the cargo bay, hang a right, don't get stuck on the wall. Come on. Go through the door, head up the stairs. Now, rest assured, you will and can get lost in a Starfarer. It is retardedly huge and windy, and have corridors. There's Jeffrey tubes all over the place and stuff, so crawl spaces or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So anyway, as you come up through here, you basically just, I could have flatted up here, but I just wanted to show you how to get in. Come through the side here and get in through here. What's this got? Oh yeah. Gee, the detail in this. Oh, believe it or not, that's actually looks like an internal map of the ship. Sweet. Anyway, so yeah, just come through here. In here, this is the way to the bridge, and here we go. And there's the first data pad. So we'll grab this. There's no audio, you'll just have to read it. I won't spoil the surprise. You can explore it yourself and read it yourself. Like I said, I've been in it a couple of times and people have just either gotten scared or trigger happy and just shot my face off with a shotgun. So, but that's alright. I feel safe. I've got a gun. And alright, so to get to the crew quarter, just come back out here, hang a left, hang a right, and hang a left again, and you'll see ladder. Just come up to the ladder. Don't get stuck. Just straight up. Like I said, don't get stuck. Just come up. There we go. Come on. Up. No, doesn't want to let me get up. Alright, we'll go another way. Alright, so if you're an EVA expert like me and get stuck at corners and doors and anything that remotely sticks out in front of you, you might want to come the other way. So you just go through here. We'll just pass the bridge there. Keep going. On the left here, you'll find some stairs. Head straight up and keep going up, and then hang a left. Hang a left, and you've got lift access, but just EVA straight on up. Come back down. P stuck. Okay, so now you should be. I'll turn that off. All right. So that was a bit confusing even for me, but now you're actually in the crew quarters. So straight through here on the left, you'll actually have the other. I believe this is the ladder that we're trying to get it to before. What was the? Oh yeah, okay. So it wasn't open, but here you got the turret access. If you go over here, this is the crew quarters, but I don't think it's open on any of the ships. So I might actually do a proper tour for the Starfearer a bit later on my big ship section segments. But anyway, this is I like this area because it's very, very sort of alien. It's the sort of kitchen area. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm a big aliens fan. Anyway, so here's the other datapad. No, it's not here, is it? That was on the other ship. So there's basically, I found 5 datapads, I think, all up. I remember in one of the demos you could actually access this, but it just doesn't work anymore. And this is the captain's quarters. You can tell because he's got the most awesomest blanket ever that a captain can have. And just there we go. Just not working properly. He even gets his own toilet and shower. Lucky bugger. Alright. Don't remember where the other one is here. I thought it was around here somewhere, that datapad. But look, that's as many as I found. So, well, there is one thing I should let you guys know. Yeah, here it is. See? I thought it was here. Here's the other datapad. I think this is 2 on this ship, but anyway, I think it was on this one here, but I'm not quite sure, but I'll double check. You can actually go to the reactor room, and if you go to the reactor room, that little sphere thing that spins around, you can actually get killed from the radiation that's spilling out from the engine. Good old CRG. Making sure we die from just literally anything and everything in the game. Okay. I think I can get in through here. Yeah, like I said, you'll get lost in here, but you know, that's part of the fun. And the Starfarers are actually, like I said, they're actually quite a large ship. I mean, they've got 3 levels. Okay, that's where we were before. That's where the stairs are. Let's hope this door opens. Will you open? No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay, so this is, yeah, here it is. Here it is here. So this is if you're looking at the back of the Starfarer, this is the the right side of the ship. As you come in here, I mean, it's obviously telling you that it's flashing and no good for you. See, I've been taking a bit of damage there. Oh, come on. Bit of lag. Alright, so you regenerate easier. I kind of like that sort of, you know, health regeneration. But I hear when you play Star Marine that if you get shot a couple of times, you can actually bleed out. So there's some cool stuff. Alright, I think there was 2 here. We'll go to the other one and have a look around. So these 2 Starfarers are new for 2.6. Have a look around the wreckage. Whenever you see these green glowy things, they'll either have guns or jeez, slow down next time, or salvage. I think you can just make a bit of creds. So something else to sort of scavenge. I think it's just bits and pieces of the cargo that got flung out into space. Yeah. Going. Ugh, piss off. Another trigger happy nut trying to take a shot at me. There we go. There's someone hiding in there. Where are you? Where are you? When are you? Is this a big Benny's thing? Oh no, here we go. So we're gonna get some creds. Who would have thought getting alcohol will give you some money? Okay. Ah, here he is. like I said, it's an open PvP place, so sometimes people just randomly shoot at you. Don't get discouraged, just get back in the game. Like I said, the death mechanics aren't in yet, and they're pretty... The cost of death is pretty light these days, so no big deal. Yeah, some people like being dicks, others are really, really good. Just all in all, the community is pretty good about stuff like that. So, not to mention that I'm actually dressed as a pirate as well. So people probably think that I'm out here to PvP, but I just like the gear. But you know how you take the good with the bad. All right, so we'll go through the cargo bay again. I think our first data pad's in here. Hopefully some nut with a gun won't shoot me again. But that's okay, I've got a gun too, so I can defend myself. Kind of, maybe. With 22 frames per second, I'll be like the PvP king. 300 ping as well, so I'll just murder anyone that'll come near me. They'll just be like standing still. Again, more variety in the cargo, which is kind of cool. Okay, so there was one near the bridge as well. I think, I can't remember. There are those three that I remember just quickly. Okay, nothing in here. Yeah, I mean, like, don't get discouraged. I mean, like, you know, like I said, I'm not exactly a Care Bear, but I don't appreciate being shot at. Just got to take the good with the bad and realise that there's a bit of risk when you come out. I mean, you know, it's just a game at the end of the day. No need to punch a wall or anything, or fist punch a tactical nuke. Get angry. Yeah. Just remember, some players are out here to murder, to play around. Others, I mean, that's their game style. So, you know, at least you can get off thinking that someone else got off on their game style, I guess. Alright, so as usual, the bridge and everything is still the same. I actually took out my Starfearer with the whole crew once, and I was able to sit into the captain's chair and, you know, do all sorts of cool stuff and let someone else sort of fly it and navigate and stuff. There was about 3 or 4 of us, and I didn't realise at the time there were a few other guys that jumped on board and actually manned the turrets and stuff, and they were having a ball. It was just great. Like, yeah, everyone was just mucking around. I mean, like I said, at any point in time, any of those people on the ship could have gotten out and just shot you in the head, but people don't do it. I mean, you know, some people are murderous psychopaths, other people are actually quite decent. I mean, it gives the game a whole nother dimension, I'll tell you what. And yeah, and you know, for someone like me, I've got a few ships, and it was always nice to sort of, you know, spawn some of the larger ships that other people might be interested in looking at. You know, sort of a feel-good moment. Okay, here we go. Here's one. Yeah, and the captain's quarters again. I don't think there was anything in here, but I think I don't think you can get in. Oh wait, here we go. There was one in here. Yes or no? Yeah. Oh. I might actually read that because I didn't even know that was there. Okay, I think there might be a third one here somewhere. We'll keep an eye out for it. Yeah, I mean, it's just the whole game's just going to be open PvP. But you got to remember too that when she goes live, she'll the game will have 9-to-1 NPC thing. So the whole PvP argument is just I mean, people are rightly concerned over it. I don't want to dismiss anyone's sort of like concern saying they're being silly about it, but at the same time, you got to realise that you know, like I said, the game will have components that, I'll give you an example. So for me, I want to run cargo. So I've been saying that a couple of times in this mission. It's like, well, I can hire. There'll be guilds out there that will genuinely want to run escort missions for traders. And wouldn't you rather have some, and like these people who do that, who will be interested in PvP. So if you do get in a situation where you're going to be attacked by pirates, player pirates, you're going to have guys who are escorting you who just revel in that kind of PvP. So, in essence, what you're actually doing as someone who enjoys PvE, okay, you're actually creating your own PvE experience where you're running cargo and a bit of co-op and stuff like that. And, because you're running cargo and the pirates are out to get you, you created your PvE little fun game, and then these other guys are getting, because of you, are getting a PvP experience that they want, and everything. And they'll either be really good at it, and can use that, and they'll protect you, and everything will be good, and you won't even have to worry about PvP. So, yeah, it's sort of like I think the best analogy I can come to is like I played Star Wars Galaxy back in the day, where before the pre-CU, pre-CU. So like all the missions and stuff like that were interconnected. So like you needed other players to get stuff. I mean, like, it wasn't a perfect system. I mean, don't get me wrong, but like everyone, even in PvP encounters, everyone was sort of like dependent on other players, and it worked. I mean, you had a community of people that genuinely wanted to do missions with other people, and you had a good sense of community. It was a sandbox game as well, and I think Star Citizen will be the same. Like, at the end of the day, would you rather, as a trader, give... look, there's another data pad in here somewhere, but you come out here and have a look at yourself, and enjoy the crazy. So like, the community's pretty good, and who'd you rather what was that? I'm just randomly dying. Yeah, so like, the community looks after each other, and who'd you rather hire, NPCs or the other players? I mean, if you're going to get into even if you were going to get into a PvE match, you'd rather have other players there. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how I said it. And you get to chat and stuff, and the NPC stuff will be really good, because at the end of the day, if you're a solo player or you just don't have time, or you couldn't be bothered being social, like, you can pick NPCs. So like, there's just so many levels that'll come through that we're actually even seeing in the mini PU at the moment that are just sort of there because the players are pushing for that sort of content. And I'm sure CIG will continue to push stuff out to encourage people to play together and stuff like that. So enough of a rant. I hope you enjoyed running around those Starfearers. What I might do is I'll hunt for Big Benny's what do they call it? Benny Henge. Now, I haven't seen that yet, so I'll take out something in the next video and we'll go hunt around for it. And then maybe I'll just spawn a couple of larger ships, and we'll have a bit of fun with them in some more videos and stuff like that. Anyway, that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you later.